Yousafzai once said, "Let's remember, one book, one pen, and one child, and one teacher can change the world." I got that from BradenQuote.com. In order to understand Malala's situation a little bit better, I did some research, and I got the quote previously just said from BradenQuote.com. I quoted Nelson Mandela from All Women's Talk. When I talk about her obstacles, I pulled that off of biography.com, and her full biography was provided by NobelPrize.com. Or .org. The Dalai Lama quote is from Goodreads.com. The Pakistani Right to Education bill was given by Brookings.edu, and a Margaret Mead quote was provided by FreeChild.org. So today I'll be honoring Malala Yousafzai. I will be honoring for her ability to overcome many obstacles, her amazing accomplishments at such a young age, and also the benefits she was able to provide to society. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." From All Women's Talk. At a young age, she was living under Taliban rule in the Swat Valley in Pakistan. Her perseverance was shown through the obstacles she faced by living in Taliban rule. She was actually, she started a blog on BBC.com where she went by the alias of Gulmakai, and basically she wrote there how it felt to live under Taliban rule, and the obstacles and the hardships that she faced, and how she felt about the women's right to not be educated, or the Taliban actually going from school to school to prevent girls from being educated. And actually her real identity was given up a couple years later after starting her blog, and the Taliban stopped her school bus on her way home, and they asked for her by name, pulled her off the bus, and shot her 3 times. One actually landed, and it went through her head and planted her shoulder. So she was life-flighted from her school bus to the Pakistani emergency hospital. They realized that they couldn't do anything for her there, and so they flew her out to Birmingham. And she somehow survived through extensive surgeries and went through a little coma. And after that, she realized that what platform she'll use to talk about the right to education for women. So it is under the greatest adversity that there exists the greatest potential for doing good, both for oneself and others. The Dalai Lama said that from Goodreads.com. At such a young age, Malala was able to receive many achievements for all the good she has done for the rights to education for women. Before the shooting, she was probably like 11, she won the Pakistani National Youth Peace Prize in 2011, which at that young of age is quite noble, and got the Nobel's Prize. After the shooting, she published a book, I'm Malala, the girl who stood up to the Taliban and was shot at the age of 16. That book was actually awarded a prestigious award called the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought, and she was also nominated and won the Nobel Peace Prize at age 17, and she's actually the youngest person to ever be nominated and win the Nobel Peace Prize. So cultural anthropologist Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Well, in this case, Malala Yousafzai changed it by her own will. So the benefit she provided to society was, there is a fund called the Malala Fund, and it's basically for underprivileged countries, and it goes through their biggest investors and also their main government to try to provide enough money and the resources to educate all the kids ages from 5 to 16 without the fear of the Taliban coming in or any type of forceful terrorist group to come in and ruin that for them. And she's actually completed 6 education startups in different countries. And actually, after her being shot and all the terrible stuff that happened to her, the Pakistan actually ratified the Rights to Education bill, and it's basically guaranteeing that anyone under the age of 16 will receive education. So the reason why I chose to honor Malala is that at such a young age, she was able to power through living through the Taliban, which is something that not many people are able to do, and the fact that she was able to come out on top and actually use her voice to change the world for the better is truly amazing. She has the willpower to make the world really a better place. In conclusion, Malala's perseverance, her accomplishments, and the benefit she brought to society is why I believe she should be honored today.